Hello, my first video vlog. And okay, so what's just happened is I went downstairs, asked Val, which is Alex's mum, if I could get the spare room because I'm sleeping on the floor tonight. And she said it was in James's room. Then when I was coming back through, Alex's dad noticed the door was open. The front door was open. James wasn't in the front room. I realised that I hadn't heard him go upstairs, and basically we figured out he wasn't in the house, he'd left. Obviously panic ensued, so in some parties I'm a little bit more separate, so not as much fear. I went outside, got my shoes on, I got the car keys because I realised he was out as the others were still trying to figure out if he was in the house or not, because it's never something he's ever done before. Since he was about 5 years old, so they were that was on holiday, so they were struggling to believe that he was out. But I, not knowing that it wasn't something James would do, realised pretty quickly he was out. And I went outside faster than the others. Went straight for the car. John was out just on the doorstep looking around at this point. Told him to call me if he turned up, and I stopped myself in the car and just said something along the lines of, "Lord, you are King, Spirit, guide me." And just at that point, just a car had pulled up on the other side of the street, and there was two ladies sitting in it talking. I had the plan to just drive around the block and then widen my search as I couldn't find them. But then when I drove to the end of the street to turn and come back out, I thought, I should ask this lady who was getting out of the car at that moment. And if I hadn't stopped and asked her, she would have been out into the house before John and Val came out of the house. I asked her, "Have you seen James?" And she wasn't quite sure who I meant then, so because I thought she might know because she was a neighbour. I said, "A boy with Down syndrome," and she was like, "Oh yes, I just saw him walking along North Deeside, which is a bit over a mile from here, at Kippy Lodge." And we're like, "Oh!" And at that point, Val and John ran out, told them that this lady had seen him, and Val, in a distressed state, got in the car, and we drove to find him. Every single person we stopped at along the way had seen James, which is incredible that we drove there, stopped at a bus stop once we got to the bottom of Kippy Lodge and ran out of directions, and said that he'd gone up the road to Kippy Lodge, we stopped right before we needed to turn off of that road, and somebody told us, "You need to turn off that road." We drove up the road, flagged down a car that was passing, asked, "Have you seen him?" They said, "Yes, he's just up to the left." Drove further up, and then the people get closer together, and there was a young boy, a young teenager smoking outside. We asked if he'd seen him. "Yeah, he's just up there, just a moment away." We got up closer, that boy came with us, parked the car up, got out. There was more people who were pointing, "Yeah, he's gone that way, he's gone that way." So as we got closer, the people got closer and closer together. I ran round, saw the back of him, we got to him, we found him. He was fine, he'd been collecting sticks. And yeah, there was tears and reuniting. Not sure if James fully understood why everyone was so upset. But absolutely amazing. How often do you get it when there's a missing person that the first person you ask knows exactly where he was a few minutes ago, when he would have been gone for at least half an hour or so because of the speed he walks at, 20 minutes to half an hour.
More than that.
More than that, probably. I'm being generous at his walking pace.
Could well have been an hour.
He could well have been away from an hour. So how often when you've got a missing person does somebody drive straight to your door to tell you where he is? That's just amazing. Praise God. A miracle for sure. Tonight. Yeah, and we're going to seek more guidance on how to hit the next stage with James, but if anything, hopefully it's that he's being less autistic and we're getting more breakthrough. And if it's attack, the devil better run because we're not standing for it.
But basically, like it seems like it could well be because it makes no sense. Someone who's autistic does not go into an environment out of choice that is unsafe and that is scary, and he's not done this, like I said, since, like Anita said, since he was a kid on holiday, and even then it wasn't at home, it was outside. So I just was here. I couldn't move obviously because I'm still recovering from this knee injury that you can see.
Ankle.
Sorry, knee. Yeah, my
His
ankle.
knee's fine.
My knee's totally fine.
So is his spine, just in case you're wondering.
And so yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was an attack. And I just like, as soon as I knew that, I was just praying in tongues. I just stated some facts and then was like, if you have anything to do with this, like I swear I'm gonna heal every single person I lay my hands on. See how you like that.
I'm pretty sure James is getting less autistic because he's getting better.
So
and we're working on Alex's leg as well.
Yeah, that's
Jesus
also
Lord.
the thing, because we're going so crazily in for this guy to be healed as soon as possible that the devil does not want a testimony.
We're not taking these unless we have to. Do you like how I'm saying that and I'm not the one in pain? Anyway, we're blabbing to the camera.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye. Pray for Val.
Yes.
Pray.